minor, apparently very minor collision with a car about 10 minutes ago on the feeder road when he tried to get back onto the feeder road. Other than that, though, without incident, no major damage done to this white Dodge Caravan. The person may have been involved in a burglary of a vehicle. Don't know if this was the vehicle involved, if this is a stolen vehicle or not. All started out in southwest Houston. White Dodge Caravan now leaving the Beltway. Once again, looks like it's going back down onto the feeder road. HPD in hot pursuit. A number of units involved. Also, there, see that black SUV. I don't know if that's the same one or not. There was one earlier that seemed to be part of the chase, possibly. Maybe not. This might be at the Hardy Toll Road exit of the Beltway. North side of Houston, now in the approaching the Greens Point area. Soon be approaching the Intercontinental Airport area and the North Freeway. On the access road now, heading eastbound on the Southwest Freeway, or I'm sorry, of the Beltway. Now making a turn, looks like going northbound. Maybe going back under. Okay, now reversing course. Now heading west. Staying on the access road of the Beltway, right about the North Freeway, I-45 area. HPD continues to be in pursuit both on the freeways as well as up in the air. They have their helicopter up as we do with Air 11 watching all this. North side of Houston now heading back the opposite way, heading west on the Beltway. Houston's north side heading west away from the North Freeway now. Been going on for, I'm just guesstimating here, maybe 40 minutes or so. Apparently now coming up on Imperial Valley on the access road, going back now under the freeway, the Beltway, and making yet another U-turn and going off onto a side street. Now this is definitely changing things. This is not even a side street. It looks like this is a parking lot of some of those buildings, just the big...
Get a better view. He's turned back into this driveway, which this is kind of how this chase started. He started by pulling into a Walgreens parking lot and then a strip center lot, just pulling in and out of several driveways before he got on that freeway.
So far, though, no incidents, no major incidents involving this vehicle, no collisions, and maybe one minor one back on the Beltway feeder road. Now having to navigate some intersections. So we're going back under the Beltway, going northbound on Imperial Valley. Northbound on Imperial Valley, going north of the Beltway in far north Houston. HPD in pursuit both on the ground as well as a chopper in the air. This person apparently burglarized or was suspected of burglarizing vehicles or a vehicle. That's why police started the chase back in southwest Houston.
Greens Point area near Greens Road in Imperial Valley. Police are very close to him right now. You can see they just made that U-turn with him and they're right behind him. Ideally, if they could stop him on one of these less traveled streets without all these cars, but he's really picked up speed again. He's still on Imperial Valley, but he just turned around to go the other way, the opposite direction, away from Greens Road. And you can see him there. They were very close, and it seems like they backed off again. And now he's gone up on a sidewalk there in Imperial Valley to jump a curb, cut across, and go down another roadway here. Looks like there's some construction going on in this area. And he's just made a right onto, is that the Beltway access road there? We're not sure, but as soon as we find out what roadway that is, we will let you know. But it's still definitely in this North Houston area.
Now for about 45 minutes, once we look at the picture here, this is a van that has been just traversing the city and trying to get away from police for so long now, for at least 45 minutes, well, close to an hour now. It started at 1:05, and this white van you're looking at, it actually started in southwest Houston. He headed southbound on 59 all the way nearly to Richmond, turning around on 59 and coming all the way back into town. This is the north side of town, just north, I believe, of the Beltway, the North Beltway. The North Beltway. He has been now traversing residential streets, but you have a long line of police officers behind him. he has been driving at extremely high speeds. He is just passing some of these vehicles, at least on the freeway he was, like they were standing still. This driver has been just erratic in his driving. He was southbound on Imperial Valley, is what I've been told now, that where he was. Now, of course, he's switched directions. I believe he's headed westbound. Well, he's off Imperial Valley now, but he is on the north side. This is just north of the Beltway, the North Beltway. And he's been on and off the freeway a couple of times, but for the past 10 minutes or so, we have seen him here in the residential areas on the north side of town. But we understand from police that there was something, quote, something suspicious about him, and now he's going in circles. He's already made this turn, and now he's come around and done it again. At about 1:05 p.m., which is about an hour ago, police say he was doing something suspicious, which caused, wanting to cause them to pull him over, but clearly he has no intent of stopping. All the way to Fort Bend County, now all the way back, now in North Houston area. And you can see that even in this residential area, driving way too fast. This is North Harris County area. There he goes again over some grassy areas. He's been going in and out of mediums. There, the police officers appeared to be taking shots at something. You wonder if they took a shot at him, because you clearly saw the gun drawn toward him. It appeared that, from our vantage point anyway, that's what was taking place. He has been driving so erratically at this point that they're trying to do something. And here he goes again in another circle. And if police are going to be standing there again on the other end of that circle, you wonder what they're going to be doing. But he's made this circle at least twice now. So you saw the officer there, and we'll take note of when that happened. And I just saw someone else jump off to the side as well. And as we continue to watch this van just driving so wildly on the north side, again, this is North Houston, this is just south of the Beltway, as we saw the officer standing there with his gun drawn, and you see him making again another circle. We're losing picture here for just a moment, but just hang with us, and we're going to we're bringing it to you as we continue to watch this van, which is simply driving so erratically throughout the North Houston area. Again, it started in southwest Houston, driving all the way nearly to Richmond on 59 freeway, circling around, coming all the way back northbound, and he's been driving now for over an hour, all the way northbound back into town on the Beltway, driving north on the Beltway, past I-10, past 290, all the way swinging around past 45, all the way to the Hardy Toll Road, skipping the Hardy Toll Road, coming around and swinging back westbound, then hitting the residential areas. And you saw there in those pictures how he was driving in and out of the residential areas. Once we get our picture back here, and hang with us if you can, we're going to be bringing that to you again live. We've apparently had some transmitting problems, but we're
And now he's jumping a curb again. See a fire truck almost in his path, like he was going to stop him. And some of these bigger vehicles, bigger commercial vehicles, like the tow trucks and the fire trucks, actually could stop him. I mean, obviously it's dangerous, but it's better than, if those spike strips aren't going to stop him. A patrol car can't get in front of him. And here we are, he's making another U-turn. You see an officer there standing on the side, if you saw him on the right-hand side. It looked like he was going to make a U-turn, and then he decided not to, and he stayed straight. We just went through an intersection, but he's still headed the same way. And we're not seeing really businesses or houses in this area, but there have been some cars on the roadway, quite a few. It looks like mostly emergency vehicles and record drivers trying to help police out. And right now he is traveling. He's in North Harris County. He's in the Greens Point area. This all started in southwest Houston near the intersection of Willcrest and Beechnut. We still don't know why police were trying to stop this driver or what started this chase. But we know that from Willcrest and Beechnut, some Walgreens and several just small business parking lots before jumping up on 59 and headed all the way south down to Richmond, Fort Bend County. Now it looks like he is deciding to go this other way. We're trying to figure out, let's see what intersection this is. Whoa. And police finally hit him there for the first time, trying to stop him. And now he's headed back down the other way. You can see a lot of these officers just trying to get in place, and it looks like he just got on some sort of entrance ramp, no? It's a 2-lane roadway, but it looks like there was some sort of entrance. Okay, so he's passed all of those officers that were lined up there. You saw them lined up along the median to try to stop him, but he's not giving them much opportunity or time to get out and throw out spike strips. We've seen a couple of law enforcement officers get out with, we saw one with a gun, pointed it at him, but barely, they hardly have any time at all to get out and make any plans for stopping him. Right now, this looks like a pretty rural area. See that tow truck backed up, spike strips again, didn't make it out in time. Now we're on Imperial Valley again. We believe this is Imperial Valley that we're on. We've been on Benmar over in the Greens Point area, towards Greens Road. It's approaching Greens again, and you see this officer right here above those trees, those spike strips. He decided to take the sidewalk instead of going over those spike strips. They just can't seem to get those out there quick enough. We know that he's been hit one time. This driver has been hit one time by an HPD cruiser. They've tried the spike strips at least 3 or 4 times and have been unsuccessful. And he is traveling now, trying to keep up whenever he makes these U-turns. Are we on Imperial Valley? He actually turned there, right? This shouldn't be Imperial Valley anymore. It looks like now he's turning down another roadway. He's made a left. Certainly anyone in this Greens Point area, Imperial Valley, Benmar, Greens Road area, if you have any family or anyone who works in that area who may not have access to a television right now, you may want to call them and let them know what's going on just to stay in. It's after lunchtime. It's 2:06 now. We believe this started at about 1:10, 1:15 is when we first started hearing it on our scanners all the way over in southwest Houston. This driver in this white Dodge Caravan, we do have calls into HPD trying to figure out.
Back off as much as they can.
As much as they can, unless the person has been in commission of a violent felony, a felony with violence. Is that right?
That is correct, and the person that they're chasing right now is a suspect in a robbery, and so that's why they're so close to him right now.
Tell me what you know about this suspect. As he approaches an intersection, that's always dangerous.
Right.
And he may have lost one of his left side tires. What do we know about this suspect?
As far as the suspect goes, the robbery, I believe, is from a convenience store, but details are very sketchy on that. But as far as the driver goes himself, I want to say probably late 30s, early 40s.
Okay, and it is a guy for sure.
I believe so, yes.
All right, well, he just made it up to another big traffic hazard. He's taken a right, and the West Cam here, KRIV's camera, a chopper, is trying to catch up. Whoever is on the West Cam from KRIV, good work.
It's like trying to lose officers, but it would seem that the best bet is catching him in one of these lots or blocking off all the exits, like looked like that vehicle tried to do there. Maybe he just came up on him too fast, not realizing what was going on. Now we're back out on the roadway. And we are in, again, North Harris County. We've been in the Greens Point area for quite some time.